I want to say thank you again and welcome to all of you. Our structure today will be a breakout session followed by a brief debriefing period, if you will. And then we have a presentation today. We are so excited to get to learn more from you directly today with your work with arts integration, particularly with our early childhood friends. What is an arts integration success that you have experienced? And are there any changes to your situation as a result of COVID-19? So I'm going to open all the rooms and I will send you on your way.
We also have the ability to do virtual professional development that Sherry and Ed will talk a little bit about too, specifically mostly for early childhood educators through kindergarten, to do one-on-one time of understanding arts integration because those babies love it so much. But one program, I'm sorry, Katie, did you say you and Steve are both visual artists for your school district?
Oh, I'm music.
Music. I thought I said that word. Okay. So one program that came to mind that we do and have been doing for about 3 or 4 years is called Music Maker. And we have a teaching artist that's local that designed a curriculum that he ended up basically selling to us. And that is a songwriting so that he can work with it's mostly 3 through 8. And he has worked with high schoolers as well. It's about 8 sessions of just understanding what a song is composed of, right?
I hope that you enjoyed those breakout sessions. I didn't make it to every single room. I always wish that I could split into that many pieces and go listen to hear what everybody has to say. But if you could take just a moment and take just one breath in, allow your breath to come into your body and allow it to be released. And allow yourself to reflect on the learning and the sharing that you just experienced in that room.
Well, I could say we all had a really good conversation, and it was truly a great networking opportunity because we were able to share what we are doing, and because of the digital possibilities, we're able to share, like I'll probably be getting a hold of Brenda to work with a composer, or Anna had some really cool stuff on health education. So now the possibilities and the opportunities were very exciting to discuss.
Thank you so much, Katie. Oh, Margaret, did you want to say?
I was just going to say, inspired by new possibilities for sharing through new mediums, through new technology.
Okay, thank you. In group 3 was Jeff, Jesse, Roger, and Vanita.
I'll share, and I'm feeling really distant right now in my position, and schools are starting and I don't get to know what's going on, but they were very honest and very open to share that no matter what they've planned for, everything is different. They're having to rethink every single procedural everything, and that just is really consuming to your whole life of what you're trying to do. Is this clean? Is it not clean? What did I do? How did I do? You know, we think of so many things while we're teaching, add all the rest of that into it. It's pretty amazing. So I was very happy that they shared as authentically as they did. Thank you.
The word that comes to mind with that for me is humbling.
Yep.
Very humbling. So I want to say thanks for participating in all of that, you guys. I hope it was helpful to you. It is one of the main things that we're trying to do with the Arts Integration Network is bring you together and let you talk to each other.
Here I am. Okay. We have been an affiliate with what is called the Wolf Trap Institute for Early Learning Through the Arts. Since 2017, we have 15 teaching artists who are certified here in the metro area to provide this programming. And what it is a process of providing professional development to educators who are with the little ones from ages 3 to 5 or pre-K and kindergarten. And that idea is that we are going into the classroom virtually or in person to present an arts integrated residency anywhere between providing 5 to 16 hours of PD so that all of the teachers could understand better how to use drama, puppetry, music, movement, and storytelling into their everyday minute lives to work with those little ones, because we know how much they all love all of the above. So today we have Ed and Sherry presenting more information to you about this experience. And it is that it's a process of gradually releasing the responsibility of them becoming the teaching artist, because they can do it too. They don't have to invite a visitor. It's just a matter of understanding those tools that are in their boxes. Margaret, who is with us today, is also a Wolf Trap teaching artist. And so Sherry is going to kick us off with explaining how she does it through storytelling, and how potentially you could imagine the two teachers are working together as we do it if I were the teacher. And then ultimately she releases that responsibility of me doing it alone, so that during that experience of that residency, I get to learn how to do it too, so that I get to carry those tricks on into all of my teaching throughout the next 20 years, if that's how long I want to be with those little kids. Sherry?
Thank you, Brenda. So I'm a storyteller, and the skills that I'm trying to help the teachers latch onto are using the voice to create characters, and sound effects and body language. And so I get them started right away with the children, because as I tell the story, they are actually doing all those things right along with me. So I'm going to tell you a story, and I would like you to be doing those things right along with me. This is a story called Baby Hawk Learns to Fly. Once upon a time, there was a baby hawk. He lived way up at the top of a tall tree in a great big nest. He lived there with Daddy Hawk and Mama Hawk and Big Brother Hawk. Now, Daddy Hawk could fly. He could fly high. Can you fly up with him? High. He could fly low. He could fly in circles. Whee! He could swoop to the sky. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Mama Hawk could fly. She could fly high. She could fly low. She could fly in circles. Whee! She could swoop to the sky. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Big Brother Hawk could fly. He could fly high. He could fly low. He could fly in circles. Whee! He could swoop to the sky. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Baby Hawk could walk. Baby Hawk said, I want to fly. I'm going to try. He started flapping his wings, flapping his wings, flapping his wings, flapping his... Hey, I'm not flying. I'm going to talk to my daddy. Daddy, I want to fly.
Oh, Baby Hawk, you're too little to fly. You have to wait till you're bigger.
I don't want to wait. I can get bigger fast. So he stretched, and he stretched, and he stretched his legs. I'm a lot bigger now. I bet I can fly. He started flapping his wings, flapping his wings, flapping. Hey, I'm still in the nest. I'm going to talk to Mama. Mama, I want to fly. Oh, Baby Hawk, you're too young to fly. You have to wait till you're older. I don't want to wait. Oh, man. Wait. I'm a lot older now. I bet I can fly. He started flapping his wings, flapping his wings. I'm still on the ground. I'm going to talk to my big brother. Big brother, I want to fly.
Oh man, little dude, no way. You need to have muscles. You got to have muscles to fly.
Oh, man. I can get muscles. He looked around and found the biggest twigs in the nest, and he began to lift them to make muscles. got muscles now. I bet I can fly. He started flapping his wings, flapping his wings, flapping his wings. I'm never gonna fly. But just then he felt a tap, 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 tap. And there was Daddy Bird and Mama Bird and Big Brother Bird.
Today's the day.
Said Daddy Bird.
Today, you will learn to fly.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What do I do?
Walk over to the edge of the nest.
Baby Bird walked to the edge of the nest. Now what, Daddy?
Look down.
Baby Hawk looked down, 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 down. Oh, I don't want to fly. I'm not ready to fly. I'm not ready.
You are ready. You are big enough.
You're ready. You're old enough.
You're ready, little dude. You are strong enough. And I'm going to help.
And Big Brother gave Little Brother a little push. But then he remembered. He started flapping his wings, flapping his wings, flapping his wings, flapping his wings. And he flew. He flew high. He flew low. He flew in circles. Whee! He swooped to the sky. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Then he came back to the nest. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Big Brother, for teaching me to fly. And off he flew. And that was the end of that. Now, I'm going to use drama then with the children to act out the story and to review the story. I will also be using, you've probably seen the other camera that's on my materials over there, and we can look at that later, but we review it with, can we see that? The other one that says Sherry Norfolk.
I do see it, Sherry.
You can see it?
Yes, if you, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So in that, that's a story box, and inside we have the three birds. We have cards that represent the different kinds of actions. So there's Daddy Bird and somebody stretching. There's Mama Bird and a clock, and because he's got to wait till he's older. And then there's Big Brother Bird, and over in the with the weights. And then there's a little nest with Baby Bird. So then we can review the story that way, and we can look at the different ways that that he has to build all of his skills. And then we're going to do measurement. We're going to measure how wide we can stretch our wings, how wide we can stretch our legs. We can do non-traditional measurement. We can measure time by singing. We've been measuring time by singing all summer long, by singing the hand washing songs. And we can also measure the length of the twigs in the nest and compare, and we can chart them. There's lots of other ways that we can bring in STEM and English language arts and social emotional skills. I'm just kind of running through a few of them, and Ed's going to talk about a lot of other things you can do with arts integration in the preschool. Ed.
Thanks, Sherry. I'm going to give a little bit of just a quick intro because I have a video. And what I wanted to highlight, Sherry did a great example of describing and showing, literally showing us, all of us, what we do at Wolf Trap in the schools, and especially now virtually on this platform. And one of the things that I think is great about Wolf Trap is that it's built in all the time. It's professional development to the teachers. So we're actually emulating, and like Sherry did, we're actually showing the skills, but also at the same time, built in every day, we're taking that time with the teachers to kind of get that transfer so that they feel comfortable and they actually can recognize some of the things that we're doing in our art. Both Sherry and myself, we use a lot of drama and a lot of movement and a lot of music, but it could be in different art forms. So this example is working with two teachers from the Norfolk, Virginia, an elementary school. And I just want to use this video. It just captures, it's about a little under 2 minutes. It captures them having an aha moment. I have worked with them for a couple of days, and I'm helping transfer an actual book that they've been using for over 20 years. So let's watch this video.
can't hear me, sorry.
I'm flying. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Sorry for the delay. Here we go.
No, I was just going to start doing some flying.
That I asked to maybe if you could think about how to kind of take this apart, and just we could talk about that. We could use this time really today and a little bit of tomorrow too. I would love to, is to kind of how can we take this and translate something that you're familiar with into a coffee can, not just a coffee can experience, but also the characters you could pull out. We talk, the voices, maybe what kind of costume pieces, to sort of just brainstorm and I can help support you on that. Well, in the couple of last days, I discussed that it's why I use my start song is based on It's Raining, It's Pouring, because it's so recognizable, even though the lyrics aren't, it's starting, our story time is starting, so sit straight up and look ahead so we can start exploring. Are you ready to explore, kid? As soon as they hear that, it's that familiar tune. Just let's back up from a bird's eye view. Have you thought about what if we were to break down the book?
So where do I begin? I was just having so much fun with this. First of all, I love the idea about about making the 4 sections. Mm-hmm. So, but I went on, and being the overachiever that I am, I went on and made up like 8, but not to use them all.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
The shapes.
I love that. Can I see that? Can you show me some? Those are wonderful. Oh my God. You just did those in the last 24 hours?
Oh, last night.
Wow.
I was just having so much fun with it, I couldn't stop.
I think the key takeaway of that, that lesson, I was working with those teachers for a week, 5 sessions, and to really have them, that's a particular book that they brought to the table. A lot of the Wolf Trap artists, we bring books into everything is grounded in literacy. But I always love to find the books that they use. And those teachers, both of them, independently have over 25 years in the classroom, pre-kindergarten and kindergarten. And so I wanted to use something that they use. And it just was it's really about getting what they're used to. That's their material. And then trying to find ways to not just use it just as a read out loud. They're so comfortable doing read out louds, but now how can we teach exactly what Sherry said? How can we teach math, science, social, emotional? How can we teach other things with using the art, using all the arts? So I think that's a great example of how that teacher I think that was the 4th day, and I was blown away that she has a laminator, a color printer, a stamp machine. In quarantine, she had the whole art supply school in her house because she went to town. So I think that's the part that I love doing Wolf Trap, that the professional development, that's why I enjoy it as a teaching artist for over 20 years. I enjoy that it's not just me coming into the room. I could go into rooms and really do I know I could really impact a room full of students. But when I leave, I want to make sure I give the same skills, teach those skills to the teachers so they can keep doing it. So that's really, I think, the part I love about Wolf Trap. And I'm going to then, I think, hand it back over to you, Phyllis, and I think we have a little open Q&A.
And I thank everybody for sharing. Thank you so much for being here and giving us a little glimpse into what the early childhood work that you do. And what's exciting to me is that much like a student teaching experience is for a pre-service teacher, where there is that responsibility where they don't have too much to do, and then they start to test their wings, and then they eventually take over the more and more of the teaching duties, that it's structured in very much the same way, in a coaching sort of way, what you do with your teachers. Are there any questions from the people who are hearing about Wolf Trap for the first time. I certainly hadn't heard of it until about a month ago, and I have just been super excited about it ever since.
Phyllis, it's Roger. I'd like to ask a couple of questions. I'm not sure I heard this on the beginning. Wolf Trap is a company, is a business. Is this correct? Tell me a little bit about Wolf Trap and who you are, where you are.
Brenda.
Yes. So sure. Thank you. So I'm Brenda Butler and I work for Springboard to Learning. And then Ed and Sherry are teaching artists with Springboard to Learning, but they've also been certified by a national organization called the Wolf Trap Institute for Early Learning Through the Arts. And it is based out of the East Coast in Vienna, Virginia. The words Wolf Trap come from where it is located, based on back in the Jefferson days. There was a zone that is now a national park that Jefferson was helping to trap wolves. That's where the trapping happened. So by nature of the location and the beautiful children's theater that was built there, they just decided to keep the name based on our nation's history. So that's where Wolf Trap comes from. But it is a national organization that has teaching artists working all over the world to bring this into classrooms for all young learners.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think Cynthia Kahn had a question as well.
Yeah, I wanted to ask if it's just ages 3 to 5, or is it elementary, or?
The work that they do is for pre-K and kindergarten. And there are other programs that Wolf Trap has created. One is called Baby Arts Play that these three, Ed, Sherry, and Margaret, are all going to be eventually certified as well. They would be by now if it weren't for something certain. But at the same time, yeah, so they work with even younger, ultimately, mostly with families then, to engage parents in arts integration in their everyday lives. But this is specifically for classrooms for young babies that just love to move, tell stories, sing songs, and be partly dramatic all of their childhood. And to instill that.
Can I add to that, Brenda? Is that I know the three of us here, Margaret as well, and Sherry. Sherry, of course, who we just saw earlier. We were one of the first classes that got certified and trained in this philosophy, this pedagogy. And I can just say to you that all the work that I do now, beyond the first grade, second grade, beyond, I incorporate so much of this Wolf Trap principle. So to answer the question in a bigger way, a lot of the programs that I know the three of us do at Springboard include so much of this material, even though it's not officially Wolf Trap. I just want to share with you, that's the kind of impact this work has made on me.
You find it being the foundation and informing everything else you do. So even though it wouldn't be called Wolf Trap if it's first grade and up, certainly the precepts are being observed and used. Are there any other questions?
Yes. Are there any other? I'm switching between two screens, so if you've got your hand raised and I just don't see it. Oh, I see one, Margaret.
Even with studio classes, performing arts classes or even non-performing arts classes, I think that the arts integration techniques can be integrated. Of course, if you're in a studio class and you're the sole teacher, you're not doing professional development for another person, but it's definitely, it informs all the teaching that I do, for sure.
I had a question. I was wondering if the people that you work with who are primarily early childhood teachers who may not have a specialty in the arts, how aware do they become of elements of the learning standards, such as the ones that Sherry so beautifully shared about vocal improvisation and directionality of pitch and those kinds of things that she was demonstrating both with her hands and with her voice. Do the teachers make those kinds of connections to the fine arts curricular areas?
We make those connections with them. We point out to them, what they just did and how they can do it even better. But we are pointing out the arts standards and the arts skills that they're using. We're not just saying, hey, that was a really good loud voice you had there, but actually using the arts vocabulary, and we use it with the kids too.
Thank you, Sherry. Are there any other questions? I'm looking. Oh, Jesse has one. Jesse.
So it is just drama, puppeteer, music, dancing, performing. Is there visual?
It's all performing arts. Yes.
It's all performing.
Yes.
Make sure.
And I think I just wanted to a little quick caveat. I've been to Wolf Trap. It's like Brenda said, DC area, and it's the only national park that is dedicated to performing arts. We have plenty, and I'm not trying to put that down to the visual arts, but this is the only one, and that's why they have claimed that's the space. So, and I'm proud of that as a performing artist myself, professionally. There are I love public art in a lot of parks, but you never see a national park system that has a series of theaters inside.
So I want to say thank you to everybody for coming, and we do welcome your feedback. If you want to stick around for a minute to tell me something, otherwise, meeting adjourned. Thank you for coming. Save the chat for yourself if that is of interest to you, and I hope to see you next time, October the 5th, right here in this Zoom room with Katie and Steven Schisler. More arts integration. Good luck, everybody, and have a great rest of your day.